It's the underground. Current, 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 current. One, current, two, current. It's the underground.
Only three areas in the economy that are not affected at the level that is totally disastrous. And those areas are healthcare, education, and law enforcement. And so our people who work in those areas are still holding on. Obviously, in the rural areas, we're able to hold on a little lot tighter because of the structure of the family. But in the highly urban areas where the stratification of families has basically been, in many cases, disrupted, we're having serious difficulty. The economy has impacted the entire country, and it's going to get worse.
Do you think that the stimulus package that's being talked about is going to help?
Not if it's used as the first 350 billion was used, which was basically to bail out the banks and the large financial institutional structures, which did not let the money loose. So it has not helped us at all. And I don't see this money helping the average person, and most certainly the average black person, unless it gets down to the streets, which means providing jobs, which means essentially aiding in the saving of homes, and restructuring loans, and things like that. So if it doesn't do that, it's not going to help at all.
I've been talking with folks in Japan and in Italy and Nigeria, and many of them really excited about the new president. How do you think that having a new administration is going to affect the world standing of the country?
I think that he brings a new spirit in, most certainly. I think that for the most part, his cabinet looks pretty stable. I do have some problems with Hillary Clinton as the Secretary of State, not only with her, but also with her husband. I think that that for the most part, he has not acted in a way, most certainly in terms of integrity, in terms of taking this money from these the oligarchies, potentates, and everything else. And I do not think that she's best sound in foreign policy. So, but everybody else, with the possible exception also of Arnie Duncan in terms of education, he's not an educator. He's a businessman, and he has very little understanding of how to educate our children.
Given all of the euphoria around Obama and this inauguration coming just a day after the King holiday, do you think that this phenomena is in any way going to overshadow the impact of Dr. King in the country?
Oh, no. No, Dr. King's legacy has been made, and his status as a man of conscience and a man of serious struggle cannot be deterred at all. Now, I think that Obama King at another level. So he's building, I think, on King's tradition. Not only King's tradition, but Malcolm's tradition, Fannie Lou Hamer's tradition, Harriet Tubman's tradition. He's not a fool. I mean, one thing you understand about Barack Obama, he's an intellectual. He does read. He wrote his own books, and I think that he does have a good understanding of the economy. I have a problem with his new Secretary of Treasury. I just don't think that you should bring somebody in who hasn't paid their taxes. And I have a problem with even some of his people he has on board in terms of the whole money thing, like Summers and others. Depending too much on Rubin. Has not really criticized Alan Greenspan at the level he needed to be criticized. But I do think that he understands essentially that the country is going into a deeper recession because we have not dealt with the credit cards, credit default swaps, derivatives, and hedge funds. And that's coming now in 2009. And you're talking about trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. So it's going to be very difficult.